Mikhail,
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
how are you, sir?
Or afternoon. I won't take too much of your live. I just wanted
First
to.
of all, I apologize for not getting you on yesterday, man. That's why I wanted to make sure I grabbed you today.
It's all good. I had to jump off. I had some emergency happen. Um, but I just wanted to jump on and say whether it was written by a publicist or not, he had to approve it to say, okay, I'm gonna apologize.
Yeah,
So either way, that's a big step. And a lot of people are forgetting that he's human. We all one mistake away.
yeah.
Monique said that a long time ago. We all one bad decision away from jail. You know
Wow.
what I mean? So we all one bad decision away. As much as he's been the good guy all these years, is he allowed one?
You know what? I felt the apology was authentic. Uh, I'm glad he did it. We haven't heard from Chris Rock yet. Does this incident irreparably damage Chris Rock?
I don't think so. I don't think it damaged him. I think it might change things for him a little bit. But like every incident that happens, so many things that's happened in this world to people, and it's the talk for a minute and then it dies down. It may resurface later by a few in and out, remember when, but it really would have no significance. You know what I mean?
Right. Somebody said Chris did apologize. The apology you saw on the internet that said it was for Chris Rock is not official. There's a statement, but the statement came from somebody on Facebook saying that's how they would have handled it.
But
So,
I don't know that Chris really knew about her condition.
well, which is a part of the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And as a man, I didn't know. My daughter knew. My wife knew. I'm not a red table talker. The show is not geared for me.
I knew, but I didn't. I thought she shaved her head for different reasons.
I don't know.
From the show that I seen on Red Table Talk, she shaved her head as a statement.
If you think he knew, then what Will did makes sense. If you think he knew, see, we're all dealing with perception now. So if you think he knew, then that's fair. Hey man, thanks for coming on, bro.
All right, man.
My man, Mikhail. Flame Monroe.
What's happening?
Will
If you
Smith.
say anything about my girl, I'm coming over there and I'm gonna slap the shit out you, Rodney Perry. You ready for it, nigga? You ready?
Yo, Flame. We're from Chicago, a city that's become known for violence. But to see something like this come from Will Smith, that makes it more wild. Am I right?
No, absolutely not. And first of all, when I was on the Breakfast Club a week ago, and I talked about Minister Louis Farrakhan speaking about men, black men protecting their wives, protecting their women. Do I think what Will did promoting that violence was correct? No. But do I fault Will? No, I don't. Because here's the thing. When you get to that level, and I'm not talking about Will, I'm talking about with Chris Rock. Just like when we did They Ready, we had to write everything out. You have to write everything out. Everything has to be approved.
Matters.
Huh?
What you say matters.
Yes, it does. But everything has to be approved. So Chris Rock, I'm sure his jokes had to be approved. Now, what we're hearing behind the scenes is that he went off topic and that joke wasn't approved. Hold on. So when people are comparing what Regina Hall said to them, Regina Hall made a movie, Girls Trip, with Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm sure that in that time they became friends with the husband and everybody had a copacetic, so that was fair. Chris been riding Will and Jada since 2016 and maybe even before, who knows. Will Smith is a human being. He has emotions and feelings, and people keep saying, oh, he set the black race back. He ain't set me back shit. That's one person. That was a mistake he made. I didn't make that mistake. And all these comics on something. It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. First of all, you had to get to that level to be invited to the Oscars. So no, it could not have been you. So manage your business. That's his wife. That ain't a bitch he fucking. That ain't just his baby mama. That ain't one of his hoes. That is his wife of 25 years and the mother of his children. The disrespect keeps coming. How much is this man supposed to take? I don't condone the violence, but goddamn it, when it go down, it go down. And they keep telling someone, well, this ain't the BET Awards. We shouldn't be known for just carrying on at the Black Awards. Wherever it happens, then it goes down right then and there. I am not pushing the violence. I don't think, but I love that Chris handled it in the professional way, and it's paying off for him on the long run. The nigga ticket sales and went to the moon. Please, somebody slap me.
What the flame? I'm glad that Will issue this apology.
And you know what? And immediately. It didn't take him 3 weeks or a month or 2.5 days. He did it immediately. It was very professional. He apologized to everybody, including Chris Rock, because he just had a moment of temporary lapse. Because everybody knows that's not Will's character. But Will is Hollywood's black golden boy. If that would have been me or you, they would have escorted our asses out the building immediately.
In chains.
He sat there. They called his name to win, and the building stood up. Baby, we gonna forget about this in 2 days because the racist people gonna do some other shit.
Right? Ain't that something? There's talk, scuttlebutt, about the Academy maybe taking the award back. Where are you on that? What do you believe?
You can't take back the glory. You can have that award. You can't take back the glory. And black folks, we got to stop giving all this credit to them. Oh, well, you don't clown right there. You don't act like that in front of company. They have showed us in the last 10 years more than any time how they exactly feel about us. And not all of them, but some of the majority of them. You can't take back the glory. He still won. He still Will Smith. He still did an excellent job as King Richard. So what you gonna take back? The trophy? That ain't shit. That's a piece of material.
Like for me, Flame, Will Smith was so above this. Like and maybe I gave him too much of that. But
well, maybe we looked at him as a superhero because he's Will Smith, the Fresh Prince. He's been on this, and he always positive and upbeat. But he is still flesh and blood. He is a man. How much can a person take? That is his wife, Rodney. He was protecting his wife, and I get that he shouldn't have walked up there because we were all in shock. I had took an edible. I was sitting there looking at it real time, Rodney, and I'm like, am I tripping? Did I just see what I just saw? And I think Chris Rock was in shock because he did not believe that was going to happen. But the gangster shit was when that nigga turned around and adjusted his vest and walked back and didn't even look back like, nigga, I dare you. I was like, oh my God. I tell you, every sissy in the audience and every woman's panties and drawers was soaking wet, man included, shit.
Last question, Flame. You're hosting the Oscars.
Next year. Talk about it.
Your full thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You do the joke. Is Will Smith walking on the stage to slap you?
No, because I'm a coy bitch, and I know how to make. I know I would have said, "Oh, Jada, girl, you giving me essence of Stoney from Set It Off," because that's my type. I love a gay woman that looks like that, a lesbian woman with the bald head, masculine. I'm like, girl, I'm turned on because, and I'm not one of the people who's going to pick on one person. See, as comedians, it has made us want to now scale back because you don't know what somebody's going through in the audience. There are no metal detectors at the comedy clubs or at these arenas. So you say something, you just pick on one person. They could have had a fucked up day. They could be in a bad mood. You don't know what you're doing. So what you do is you stick and move like a boxer. Y'all taught me that years ago. You hark on somebody, then you turn it back around and you to make them laugh with you and at you. Then you go on to the next person. If you even go messing with somebody in the audience. And Chris Rock is a brilliant comic. He could have talked about anything. He's politically savvy. The world is in turmoil. He could have went anywhere. He didn't have to go there. See, sometimes you got to go back to the root. Who started this? What started this? Because we'll sit there and watch the Oscars like we did the whole night. What started this? Okay. See, everybody want to point the finger. He ain't set me black as no black person because guess what? I didn't do it. He did it. And they're going to forgive him for it.
As a comedian, does this open the floodgates for people to join you on stage?
Hell no. Don't come on stage with me because I'm not like Chris Rock. Y'all hear that in Chicago hood shit for real? It's real. That nigga from Chicago, that's just not who we are. That's just not who we are as a people. And my natural reaction is to retaliate. But I love that Chris kept his composure, and it's gonna pay off for him in the long run. It is.
Wow.
And I don't fault Chris, but you have to understand that everyone has a breaking point. Everyone has a breaking point. And that is his wife. That ain't his bitch. That's his wife.
What up, bro? What's good with you?
What's up, bro? What's up, man? Man, what's your thoughts, man? I mean, are you pro Will? Are you pro Chris Rock? Was the joke that bad? Did Chris even know about the
So from what
alopecia?
I've
What's your
read and
thoughts, man?
heard, like this has been going on for a minute, bro. And like any man, you know how the politics is with Hollywood and backstage, and we as actors and entertainers, like I got you, I hear you. They got to play that role for a moment. You see what I'm saying? But it came to the point now that Will thought Jada was playing the role with him, like they thought, okay, it was a joke. But then Will looked like, oh shit, we ain't playing now, baby. And Will's like, fuck, you can't do that to me, bro. So he walked up on stage like, okay, we're gonna stop this shit for real now. Game is
Clint
over.
Cooley, come on in, man.
You know what I
I
mean?
want to
So
talk
I
to your
think
brother
game
from
was
Philly.
over, and Will hadn't let it be known like publicly. He got his Oscar now. I got my Oscar now, so I
He
know,
didn't
but he
have it
knew he
when
was
this
getting it.
happened, though.
I know he knew he was getting it. You see what I'm saying? He knew he was getting that shit, so he's just like,
Right. If you know you're getting an Oscar, though, don't you run the risk of
no,
them taking it away?
you did the work.
Mm.
You did the work. The work is the Oscars for the work, so you did your job. And then, like I say, with his wife having alopecia, my wife deal with she don't have alopecia, but she deal with hair loss. And she complains about it daily, and she's saddened by it daily. So if we got to sit here and hear this all day long, and then I'm pretty sure with that look, if he wouldn't have did nothing in the limo on the way back to the house, he would have heard like, yo, you just gonna let that shit just slide like that? And as a man,
I don't think
right.
she knew what he would do, but she
She tapped
definitely
and she
pushed his
said, nigga,
buttons
do
to do
something. He said,
something.
okay, I don't know what.
Remember John
Yes,
Q?
yes,
Remember John Q?
yeah. You can't tell me to do nothing
Just
in that
do
situation.
something.
I'm just gonna go to the bank, the hospital, and say, give me my son. No, I'm about to tear this thing up.
My man, actor Jay Oliver came on.
You
Great
too,
perspective,
thanks,
man.
bro.
Thank you for coming on, bro.
Let's talk
And
about
Brown
it.
said you can't talk about his
Let's
wife.
talk. Let's talk
Let's
about
talk
it.
about it. Randy Sky, fabulous comedian. Randy Sky, did Will Smith just make your profession more dangerous
No,
yesterday?
I'm telling you right now, I'm not at that level yet. So don't walk up on me on stage. I'm fighting back. But I see all these comments in here. Everybody like, oh, it made us look bad and as black people and blah, blah, blah. Why are we still worried about what the fuck white people think about us? Like, why are we still worried about that? Okay, but it
we
don't
had the
matter.
Oscars.
We
That's
are
why,
human
Randy.
beings.
We had the
If
Oscars.
somebody white did that, you think they was gonna be like, oh, well, what did the black men think? They don't do shit thinking about what we think. Why do we still care? It is a new goddamn day. And that man's wife was disrespected. I suffer from alopecia.
That's fair. That's fair. So I understand the racial implications. What do you think? Was
I
he
felt like
justified?
that's
Was
what
he
that
right?
man felt like. He grown, he rich, he's established. This ain't gonna stop nothing that God has open for him. Nothing. And his wife was disrespected. His wife was disrespected. So that's what he felt like doing. I'm not gonna say that man was wrong for doing what he felt like doing. Everybody has a moment. Everybody has a moment. He had his moment last night. Y'all done been dragging that man because the wife been in entanglement.
Is he gonna apologize? Is he gonna apologize to Chris
You know
Rock?
what? I feel like Will probably would. But then again, I don't know because last night that wasn't Will. That was Ice Tray homeboy. That was the young bull from Philly. Okay, that wasn't the Will Smith that we knew. That was Ice Tray homeboy. He from Philly. What y'all expected? The hood come out sometime.
He ain't been from Philly in 30 years.
What would you have done, Rodney?
He from LA.
What would you have done?
To be honest, in either position, the only human being that can press your buttons is your wife, your woman. With a look, your woman with a look could send your ass down the road. The fact of the matter is, Randy Sky, we don't get to lose it.
Why we don't?
The jail is full of people that lost it. You regular people don't get to lose it. Will Smith is my motivation. I read his book. He's awesome.
So you think he's not a great guy anymore because he slapped Chris Rock?
No,
he's a bully.
He's a bully. Look at Chris Rock's hands don't even come together right.
Bye.
Randy,
Bye.
let me get M. Brown in here. Let me get M. Brown. Bye. Wow.
If you say something about my
wife, you gotta see
fight,
me.
Nigga. That's just plain and period. That's just, come on, man. He said, like, yes.
Okay, M. Brown, I'm saying something about your wife. You on the way up, my hands behind my back. But I'm Chris Rock. I'm 85 pounds, soaking wet, M. Brown. Are you serious?
Hands to the forefront. Chris Rock saw Will Smith coming up.
You don't think this is M. Brown? You don't think this is about to happen? I just did a joke.
But the disgust in Jada's face, like you said, your wife can send you overboard. The disgusting, because if you look at the video, Will Smith kind of laughed at first. He laughed at first, but then he looked at Jada. He seen Jada was hurt. So he seen Jada was hurt. So he had to avenge his wife. He had to turn into Iron Man and Thor. He had to go avenge his wife's feelings. Will Smith was an avenger in that moment.
Okay. Stop right there. M. Brown, you about to get the Oscar. For anybody that don't know, M. Brown's super funny comedian. You've been trying to get an Oscar for the last 2 decades. The moment is finally upon you. And somebody hijacks your night. Who is that person?
My wife.
She could have not pushed that
she
button.
could have not pushed it. Or another thing is, Will could have waited till after the show and did that. Knowing his 30 after party.
He couldn't have waited because he didn't want to ride home with her without having dealt with it.
Because the ride inside the car, nigga, you let him say that about me? You let him say that about me?
Wow.
And you ain't do nothing.
Wow, Will. Wow. I see finally got your little trophy. Wow. But you know how sensitive I am about my hair.
Then, another thing is, how do we know? Somebody else said, how do we know Chris Rock even knew about the whole alopecia thing? Because I don't watch Red Table. I don't watch Red Table.
I didn't know either. Like, I've been watching it this morning. I watched it this morning on YouTube, and she's mentioned it in public. But if you ain't know Jada Pinkett fan. I'm sorry. But no, you make a great point, M. Brown. Food for thought. Somebody teasing my wife. But I think I expect more out of Will Smith.
We expect more out of Will Smith.
I think
right. We just expect more out of Will Smith. But like last night, the Fresh Prince turned into Bel-Air. I don't know if you watched Bel-Air, but the Fresh Prince turned into Bel-Air last night.
I ain't seen Bel-Air.
Slap that nigga. Huh? What you say? What you say? Can you play the song for me, please? Listen. My husband is a quiet brother. He lets a lot of shit slide, and he try to be cool, and he let me handle my shit. But nigga, don't you be talking about my goddamn wife like that on stage. That's just how I take it. I think everybody going too far with the black and white. Y'all doing it on the white folks platform. Let me tell you something. Will has slapped niggas on red carpet. That nigga that tried to kiss him on the mouth. That nigga like that. Yeah, but that wasn't like it was harsh. You know, it was more like a nigga, why you trying to kiss on me? And he said I would have sucker punched his ass. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I would have sucker punched his ass if I wasn't in front of all y'all motherfuckers. But the Chris situation, nobody expected it. Nobody expected
You know, that's why Chris had his hands behind his back. You can't say he attacked a man that was defenseless. Nobody knew what was going to happen. Jada didn't sit there and get hurt by the joke and was like, smack that nigga. No, she didn't know what Will was going to do. Will just took it upon himself to say, you know what, this is the straw, God damn it. I'm sick of y'all shit. And tonight, somebody gonna get slapped the fuck up. And unfortunately, Chris Rock, you know, hey, I love you. I love you. But you got slapped, nigga. You got slapped. And it ain't got nothing to do about black and white. Y'all black life. A black man produced the Oscars last night. It ain't got nothing to do with racial shit. That's it. He talked about what's the Spanish lady name and her husband that was nominated for the same movie.
So your opinion was Will wrong?
I don't think Will was wrong. To me, you got to look. Okay, first of all, these people are rich beyond our shit, right? So I don't know what it's like to be that rich and that capable of slapping a nigga on national TV and going home. I don't have that, because if my husband get up and slap a comedian, nigga, he going to jail. The club shut down. My name drugged through the mud. I don't know what it's like to be rich as fuck and slap a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that Will Smith is human. That nigga might have played the genie. This nigga might have played Richard. He might have been Pursuit of Happiness, the nicest nigga on TV. But that nigga's a nigga. A human. So what you're not going to do is disrespect my wife in front of these white folks. And I'm going to let you slide. So I believe that that's what happens. Now, I'm not saying it was right, though, Rodney. You know what I'm saying? Violence is never right. Never handling a situation physical is right. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like slapping a nigga today.
I'm good. You good?
How you doing, sir? Man, I had the pleasure of meeting this young man a couple of weeks ago in Dallas, Texas. Fabulous dude, confident, the whole nine. Mad respect. Yo, what's your take?
Hey, I see both sides, to be honest. I see both sides. It was an innocent joke. Whether Chris knew or not, man, like I said, Will done been through a lot. This man done been through a lot, and we done seen this firsthand. You know what I mean? And true enough, Jada done embarrassed the hell out of Will over the years and this and that, but the man probably one of them build-up type guys where he done had so much, just like you said, you read his book, you expected more out of him. I'm sure we all did, but at the same time, we can't judge a man off of pain we ain't never felt before. We can't do it. So it's like we supposed to protect our women, true enough. But this is my thing about comics, about male comics. Bro, I don't see myself cracking on my homie wife, period. I don't care where we at. It's too many strangers in the crowd. It's too many other people in the crowd. It was improv. I thought he read it off the damn TV or something. But when I went back and watched it, I was like, man, you know what? He kind of just improv that it was innocent.
He did not improv nothing on that stage.
When I went back and looked, it looked like he just
he did not improv none of that.
I can't even, but aside all of that, OG, I cannot crack on my homie wife. I can't do it. It's certain codes that we know as comics that we cannot get up there and do anyway. That's just like a lot of people don't even know. A lot of comics in comics know this, but a lot of people don't even know. If I'm hosting the show for Rodney Perry, when Rodney gets off stage as a headliner, I don't tell no jokes after you're done. Good night, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. It's certain codes that we must follow. Right. And we know this, that just like Kevin Hart, what they bring up something 9 years ago that he said about his own family member to stop him from hosting the show.
Rodney Perry. Styles. How about this, bro? Open hand slapping another man. How disrespectful is that?
That is known as the ultimate disrespect. To slap a man. A punch.
Right. Because it almost would have been better if he'd have punched him.
But now, slap me like a whole hoe, in the words of Touré.
Wow. So, all right. What's your thoughts, man? You saw this whole thing unfold in front of you on television. I got mad respect for Will Smith and Chris Rock, but Will Smith especially. Like somebody said, would he have slapped Charlie Murphy? God rest his
I'm
soul.
so confused, to be honest. Right? The last time I was on this platform, we were talking about Will and Jada some months back. Here we are again talking about Will and Jada. Somehow it seems like every so often they seem to become hot topic again. Nobody's safe at the Oscars. And we have a case of Will picking and choosing. You slap Chris Rock, but you ignore A through Z. And then people say, well, you're disrespecting my wife. He's a comedian. It's a joke, right? So now you're saying you can say certain jokes, but then there's certain jokes you can't say. Well, you can't say this joke because it's my wife. Again, I'm confused by it all. Um, you know, I think Chris Rock handled the situation like a professional after being slapped on national TV.
He did.
Kudos to Chris.
Should Chris sue Will
Um,
Smith?
man, again, I'm so confused by it all, Rodney, and I'm still trying to process it. To be honest,
Yeah.
you know,
Right. Maybe I'm idealist. Maybe I just expect too much out of people. But the guy that's been motivating me personally, the guy that's a force to be reckoned with for positivity. Maybe he just snapped. Do we get to snap?
I have nothing
Hi,
to
Ingrid. How
say
are you?
about Will or Chris. Did anybody see her dress? She had on a whole.
I'm
She
not about
had
to do
on
this.
a
I'm not
green
doing this with you. I'm not
parachute.
about to do this with you. Her dress is
She
fine,
had on
Ingrid. I see
a
the photo.
parachute,
Her dress.
a whole green parachute.
You gonna get slapped
And
by
I'm a
Jada.
sue.
Yes, you gonna get slapped by.
Both of them can slap me. She had on a green parachute with a bald head.
You know what? I'm not about to do this with you, Miss Ingrid. You know what?
A parachute. My God. Alopecia, not cancer, and a green parachute. Jada been bald for years. I didn't know she had alopecia. I just thought she wanted to be bald because she's an actress. So she can just slap her wigs on for her characters and keep it moving. Bald is the easiest way to go if that's what you got to do. She had on a parachute. He made the easiest reference. Bald head, green parachute dress. G.I. Jane.